Hello everybody, this is Texas Danny coming to you from the Pizza Parlor here in North Central Texas, one of America's largest cities. Okay, I want to kind of briefly go over some things with you today on the western part of the United States that are concerning me, some parts of Canada, that which I can get on the map, and northern Mexico. I want to start with the simple fact in observations, quantum fashions, the Gulf of California continues to widen. 30 miles northwest of Puerto Penasco, it is widening still, and this is giving us some key situations on some areas. Mexicali is a quantum town. I watched that come into existence earlier, a few years back, and Calexico, Mexicali, and Calexico are quantum. I would not doubt whatsoever that they could produce some 5 or 6 people instantly who were born before I was, who could tell you that I was born there and grew up, etc., etc. That's the nature of the phenomenon we're dealing with right now. But this area right here, south of Phoenix, west of Tucson, and this entire area right now is a quantum gray box area that came into existence on my North American Atlas, which is different than this, my 2012 North American Atlas, and became gray in here. This is subject to change right through here. Yuma, Southern California, the Salton Sea in a different location in this reality compared to my old timeline. And Southern California is under the gun because we have all the stress factors coming here, all gathering up in Southern California. But all the cities that would be involved in this, of course, in Mexico, Tijuana, then in California, San Diego, and Los Angeles, up to even to Bakersfield in the valley, the entire whole of Southern California is under the gun. The entire whole, Southern Nevada, Las Vegas, we had quantum gray boxes come into existence in this area right through here. Quantum gray boxes came into existence. Then we had more changes further to around Flagstaff and Sedona, Arizona. We're reducing our scale. We have a lot of size changes going on everywhere. We have changes in Nevada that are happening everywhere. Nevada's got a lot of things. California's coming in, that the harbor, San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, it's coming down. It's headed southeast, and we're having some brake line issues right through in here. But the whole state of California is also right in line with massive quantum effects to come. Massive quantum effects. Robert's in California right now, and he's been looking around and seeing this and seeing that. And now I didn't go into the valley that much as a kid. When I grew up in Los Angeles, California, we moved, me and my mother moved there in the very early 1960s, and we left in late 1974. So when I was 15 years old, we left California. But I grew up in Los Angeles. Whittier, Pico Rivera, Downey, Norwalk, La Puente, all that area through there. Grew up in that area and visited San Diego, and occasionally went into Bakersfield. Didn't ever go up to San Francisco that much, hardly at all. But San Francisco, on the comparison, give you all an idea, San Diego just used to be just a little further north than where it is right now. But it used to basically go all the way to the border as well. So there's not that much change, but San Diego's south of where it used to be. Los Angeles is certainly south of where it used to be. Even though the form doesn't exist right now of exactly where it is, LA would have been up and around here, right in here. And you've got nothing there now. And San Francisco and the harbor and everything like that would have been another maybe 150 miles, like right up in here. As opposed to being here, it would have been right up in here. So a lot of changes. Here's the thing to note, it's about what's coming. We have activity possibly going on with the Denali wave again in Alaska and British Columbia. That is going to have some effects with its water, and also have effects with retrocausal and doing some things, changes. And the Cascade Mountain Range in Washington State and Oregon are moving further east as the whole continent is moving further east, okay? Another area that's heavily quantum active is Vancouver Island, British Columbia. Quite different than the old island of my timeline. It used to be darn near 100 miles north. So you had Vancouver, British Columbia, had an open access. Puget Sound was bigger, considerably bigger, and there was an access out from out to the southwest, or going on northeast. Plus, the island was far enough off the coast of British Columbia, about 15 or 20 miles, that even the biggest jobs had lanes coming and going to get into Vancouver, British Columbia. Seattle is, like I said, there's not enough water. The Puget Sound used to be bigger, but the Cascade Mountain Range is being pulled with the North American continent east, okay? And that is shallowing out and giving declination areas to this valley. With the moisture up in British Columbia and with the potential of the Denali wave, there's a potential here for some amazing changes come in here if it comes in through water. Also coming down, though, just along with this highway is a water flow boundary line, and that can also go into Idaho. We have changes going everywhere. We have changes in the Rocky Mountains. We've got changes going into the plains, Nebraska. All year long, Nebraska has been very, very active. Again, we can wind up with our openings now coming in with Lake Mead in declination, and then the opening up of the Gulf of California and water coming into this area. We can start to see the cracks. That's just speculation, but that's what I'm seeing right now. Okay, thanks for listening. Texas Danny out.